morning, Will Quack Quack was fast asleep when Martha shouted,
"Will, hurry up! Your wasp porridge is ready!"
He got up, dressed quickly, and hurried down to the kitchen. It didn't take long for him to eat the porridge. Then he snatched his cap and said,
"Thanks. Bye for now."
We want you to come home straight from school this afternoon because your father and I want to go out and see Mary Pickles after tea,"
said Martha.
"All right,"
said Will, and away he went. At the end of the school day, Mr. Jones said,
"Goodbye, children. You've all worked very hard today. Off you go."
In the farmhouse, Will's tea was waiting for him on the table.
"Oh, I hope Will isn't late coming home,"
said Martha.
"Quack, so do I,"
answered Humphrey. But a long time passed with no sign of Will.
"Where is that naughty little Quack?"
Martha said.
"He should have been home long ago." "Wasting time playing with those friends of his, perhaps,"
said Humphrey. Then Martha put on her hat and said,
"Come on, Humphrey, we'll go and fetch him."
So Humphrey and Martha set out towards the village. They called at Ivan's place as they went past.
"No, gobble, gobble, Will isn't here, honestly,"
said Ivan. And then he realised that he hadn't seen Will at all after school. Will hadn't gone home with his other friends either. Humphrey and Martha went on towards the school, thinking that Will had been kept in.
"Kept in?"
said Mr. Jones.
"No, indeed he hasn't. Will hasn't been naughty today."
By now Martha was very worried.
"Humphrey, if Will isn't here, where can he be? Perhaps he's lost his memory and has wandered away. Or perhaps he's been kidnapped."
They hurried to Owie Policeman's house at once to tell him about it. Owie looked very serious and said,
"You two had better go home at once, in case Will should come home by himself, and I will go and search for him."
So Humphrey and Martha went home feeling very worried, and Owie Policeman started to look for Will. The first thing he did was to have a word with Mr. Jones, the school.
"Mr. Jones," he said, "is it true that nobody remembers seeing Will after school?"
"That's right," Mr. Jones answered.
"And is it true that nobody remembers seeing Will leaving school either?"
Owie said.
"Right again," said Mr. Jones. "In that case, we had better search the school carefully, hadn't we?"
The two of them went in and looked around. Mr. Jones said,
"Will isn't here." "Isn't he indeed?"
said Owie Policeman.
"What's this?" "The playhouse, of course," answered Mr. Jones.
And when they looked into the playhouse, who was there but Will Quack Quack, fast asleep? The two began to laugh and woke Will up and told him to go home at once. Will had such a welcome when he got home. And, of course, he had a huge piece of spider cake with snail cream over it for supper. When Will went to bed that night, he had to smile when he thought of people searching for him while he was fast asleep all the time. Good night. Quack.